beautiful mix tonight. And this young man, I tell you, I'm really impressed with him. Very talented and well poised. Welcome to the program, Mr. J Style.
Thank you. Thank you for having me here.
You're very much welcome. So, J Style, Mr. J Style. How did you come up with that name, Mr. J Style?
Oh, well, I was just playing around. My old stage name was Mr. J, and then I wanted to introduce my own style for different things, and so I just combined that together. So that's where J Style came from. It's just me doing things the way that I see how to do them.
So, Mr. J Style, what makes your music different?
I like to say my music that makes it different is just the concepts and what's spoken about. Because so many people out there do music, really what you gravitate to and what you like are the subject matter and the concepts that you're familiar with and that you want to listen to. My concepts and subject matter about my life and things that I was frustrated with, things that I couldn't understand and started to learn to understand. Those are the things that you'll find if you listen to things that I put out. So I like to say that that's what makes my music different, but yet also the same, because music is just someone's expression of what they want to say at that time. So.
Were you rapping first and then decided to become a performer, you know, just kind of playing around with it, or did the need to express kind of catapult you into rapping?
It's kind of exactly like that. I just played around with it in high school. I never recorded anything or thought I could do anything professional with it, but after I had started going to church and some things were going on in my life that I wasn't particularly too pleased with, I just started writing stuff. And then one day at church, they had me speak at a youth day or something like that, and I just rapped something, and then from there it just kind of took off.
Did you enjoy it, or did they just kind of?
It was very cathartic, actually.
Was it?
I was frustrated at a lot of stuff. A little background. You know, my parents growing up from, I say, you know, from junior high to really about maybe 3 or 4 years ago, my mother and father had, you know, drug issues. And a lot of things that were going on at that time when I was 19, 20 years old, I was frustrated. It was things that I shouldn't have gone through. And I just started writing stuff about it, and it just helped me express that within a positive way. It helped me not hate people who go through their own issues, because it's very important to realize they don't do it because they don't like you and don't love you, but they have their own issues and they're not perfect, and it just helped me grow from there.
Yeah, you know, parents do what they feel they need to do at the time.
Yeah.
But someone said to me once, your pain becomes your purpose.
Yeah.
So, you know, where what the devil meant for bad, as they say, you know, God meant it for good, because I look at how he's using you now to go forth and minister to the youth. And you can, you know, there are a lot of hurting young people out there and who are going through the same thing you've experienced. So we thank God that you came up out of it, and that you're here with us today, and that you're doing the work that you've been given to do.
Yeah, it just makes you feel better when
you
you take that energy and make it into something positive. And it also rebuilds past relationships as well. So.
Isn't it interesting how at the time when you're going through it, the pain is so great, you wonder if you'll ever smile again. You know, you feel like, oh, this is it.
The world was over.
Yeah,
you know?
You know, just in the last time I spoke with you, when we first started with the program, I've just seen a difference in you. You just seem so much happier, and I can tell that you're getting a lot of work done.
Just relax, and you go with it, and you realize that the Lord just takes you into certain places, and you realize when you made it out of it, you thought, why are you doing this to me? But you see, you know, back then you really had me when I thought you didn't. And it just makes it so much better.
Well, it's beautiful to see such a well-poised young man to share your faith and to share your testimony and your story, and to go out and to reach these young people. It's a beautiful thing. I thank God for you. I do. How would you define your music?
My music, the definition of it, how I want it defined is I would just want whoever listens to it to take it and make their own definition from it. The reason I say that is because I have people that I listened to growing up And it's like a certain song from a certain artist. If I listen to it, it wasn't about summer, but I automatically think of summer because that's when it came out. I can literally feel the heat on my nose from my car that had no air conditioning at the time when I hear that song. And music just takes you to a place in your life, and whether it's an emotional time, a happy time, things like that, you can hear a song and it takes you somewhere, and you just always remember and love that song. And that's how I want people to define my music. Wherever they hear it, whatever they're going through, whether it makes them emotional, whether it makes them happy, whether it makes them get out and be an activist, just be like, you know, when I was that young, I heard that song and that made me go out and do it. So.
Do you write your own music, your melodies?
I write my lyrics, but I more so executive produce my own projects. Like, I pick the producers I want to work with. I do all the recording myself. I arrange the songs myself, and I put out what it is I want to hear as far as the story that I want to tell. So, work with some great producers, J Move Production, DJ Digital Josh, C. Lynn. Just some local guys, hungry guys that have really helped me exceed where, you know.
So you're not just a rapper, you're really into the business end of this whole thing. That's good.
That's part of what I want to be my legacy, in a way. There are people that I listen to that don't know me, will never know me, but have inspired me. And it's probably some 10-year-old kid right now somewhere that'll hear me, that'll inspire someone who's not even born yet, you know? And the way that I was done when I first got into this business, if I had known the things that I know now about it, and was able to exceed in that, if someone took me under their wing and brought me up knowing the business, I would probably be further than where I am. And that's what I want to do for someone else. The things that I've learned, just take them and say, you know, if you want to do for the Lord and you want to get out and get your message off, it's a business part you got to get down, you know.
That's right.
You got to get your marketing, your promoting, you got to understand your product. You have to get it to the right people, pick your audience. Do you want to be a label? Do you want distribution? Do you want just a standard record contract? Those type of things that people don't talk about, you know. That's what I want to give back to someone.
I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, such a young man, an old man in a young man's body. But that's good. Handle your business. That is good, Mr. J Style. Now, as far, what is your latest project right now? What do you...
what's out right now is my first project, Introducing the Pain. That is out right now on iTunes. You can go on my website, reverbnation.com/Mr. J Style. Many digital outlets you can get it from. Just did the video 2 months ago for the first single, New Generation. That's out there. And that's just what we're pushing right now. Just introducing the pain and just seeing where that can take us.
Well, good job. Good job.
Thank you.
Such a pleasure to talk to you.
You too.
And I look forward to seeing, as I'm sure North Texas does, just being reintroduced to you tonight. Looking forward to seeing where the Lord takes you, the work that you do. Just keep your head on straight and stay focused. And we look forward to hearing more from Mr. J Style. God bless you.
Thank you.
Such a pleasant young man. You're the package. You're a good guy.
Thanks.
If you would like to find out more about Mr. J Style, you can log on to lngmtv.com, and that's where you can go to learn more about his music. Mr. J Style on Late Night Gospel Mix.